I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient. Hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing.
Mike Tyson. Just hearing the name sends a rush of adrenaline through the veins of any boxing fan. This was a man who wasn't just a boxer, he was a force of nature. Exploding onto the scene in the mid-80s, Tyson made one thing unmistakably clear. The ring was his territory. The most chilling thing about Tyson wasn't just his devastating knockout power. No, it was the fact that he was often the smaller man in the ring. Shorter reach, shorter height, yet always the biggest presence. Mike Tyson didn't just fight giants, he destroyed them. Welcome to Back to Boxing. When Mike Tyson exploded onto the professional boxing scene, he was unlike anything the heavyweight division had ever seen. Traditionally, heavyweights were towering giants with long arms, powerful jabs, and a steady, plodding pace. For decades, the division showcased size and physical dominance, where height and reach seemed like the ultimate weapons. But then came Tyson, a complete anomaly. Standing at just 5'10", he was shorter than nearly every opponent he faced. What he lacked in stature, he made up for with explosive power, unmatched speed, and an aggressive, predatory style that left no room for answers. From the very beginning, Tyson sent a message to the boxing world. Height and size mean nothing to me. His first professional fights were nothing short of terrifying for his opponents. Tyson didn't just defeat taller fighters, he humiliated them. Take Sammy Scaff, towering at 6'5", or Jose Ribalta, a giant at 6'6". Both men had every physical advantage you could imagine, but neither could stand up to Tyson's relentless assault. Let's talk about Jose Ribalta. At 6'6", Ribalta had an 8-inch height advantage over Tyson. His reach, durability, and impressive track record led many to believe he could trouble the young phenom. For the first few rounds, Ribalta tried to keep Tyson at bay with his jab, but it quickly became clear. Tyson's relentless aggression was unstoppable. Tyson attacked like a man possessed, slipping inside Ribalta's reach and unloading devastating hooks to the body and head. Ribalta was tough, tougher than most. He absorbed punishment that would have put others down in mere minutes. But Tyson never relented. Round after round, Ribalta endured an unbearable beating. By the 10th round, the fight reached its inevitable conclusion. Ribalta, battered, bruised, and unable to defend himself, was saved by the referee, who stepped in to stop the carnage. It wasn't just a win for Tyson, it was a statement to the entire boxing world. No one, not even a giant, could stand in his way. But if there was one fight that truly announced Mike Tyson as the destroyer of giants, it was his bout against Marvis Frazier on July 26, 1986. Marvis Frazier, the son of boxing legend Joe Frazier, came into the fight as a legitimate contender. Standing at 6'1", Frazier had the height advantage over Tyson. He carried the confidence of a fighter groomed for greatness, with his father's legacy amplifying the expectations. Many believed Marvis had the tools to challenge the young, ferocious Tyson. But as the opening bell rang, it became painfully clear. Frazier was stepping into a storm he was woefully unprepared for. Tyson came out of his corner like a man possessed. His iconic peekaboo style, with its relentless bobbing and weaving, allowed him to close the distance almost instantly. And then it happened. Tyson unleashed one of the most devastating uppercuts in boxing history. It was a single, thunderous punch that seemed to lift Frazier off his feet. The sheer force of the blow sent him crashing to the canvas, his body momentarily frozen in shock from the impact. The crowd erupted, and the commentary team struggled to contain their disbelief. But Tyson wasn't done. As Frazier struggled to recover, Tyson pounced with a flurry of hooks and combinations, each punch delivered with the precision of a surgeon and the force of a wrecking ball. The referee had no choice. He stepped in to stop the fight, saving Frazier from further punishment. The entire bout lasted just 30 seconds. This fight solidified Tyson's reputation as a force of nature. It was undeniable proof that his compact frame, lightning-fast movements, and aggressive style could neutralize even the most physically imposing opponents. For fans and critics alike, the destruction of Marvis Frazier became a defining moment in Tyson's career, one that showcased his ability to not just win, but to dominate in a way that no one else could. Now let's talk about Tyson versus Tony Tucker. Tony Tucker presented one of the most formidable challenges of Mike Tyson's early reign as heavyweight champion. Standing tall at 6'5", with a reach nearly a foot longer than Tyson's, Tucker seemed like the kind of opponent who could match Tyson's power and perhaps even neutralize his strengths. From the starting bell, Tucker used his reach to maintain distance, firing his jab with precision to control the pace of the fight. But Tyson wasn't a fighter who could be contained by distance for long. Despite the significant size disparity, Tyson's speed and agility quickly began to shine through. Tyson had an uncanny ability to close the gap in mere seconds. He wasn't afraid to take risks, slipping past Tucker's jab and landing brutal hooks to the body. The sheer power of Tyson's punches was overwhelming. Despite the size disadvantage, Tyson had the skill and precision to break through Tucker's defense with speed and accuracy. The fight unfolds. In the middle rounds, it became clear that Tucker's initial strategy was beginning to falter. Tyson had adjusted to his opponent's rhythm, exploiting every opening with precise and punishing combinations. Tucker's long reach, which initially seemed like an advantage, now worked against him. Tyson found ways to slip inside his guard, turning every opportunity into a chance to unleash his onslaught. The constant pressure Tyson applied, combined with his relentless body work, began to wear Tucker down. His stamina started to fade, and his once powerful punches lost their sting. Tucker, a man who had entered the ring looking like a true giant, was now struggling to keep up with Tyson's unparalleled ferocity. By the later rounds, it was obvious. Size alone wasn't enough to stop Mike Tyson. Tucker's defense began to crumble, his punches became weakened, and his resolve wavered under Tyson's relentless attacks. Tyson's ability to suffocate his opponents with speed, power, and timing was on full display. After 12 grueling rounds, the judges' scorecards reflected what the entire world had just witnessed. Tyson had neutralized Tucker's advantages and dominated the fight. Tyson was declared the winner by unanimous decision, solidifying his status as the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. A legacy beyond the ring. Mike Tyson's career is filled with moments that defied logic. Time after time, he stepped into the ring against men who were taller, heavier, and supposedly stronger. But none of that mattered. Tyson didn't just beat giants, he dismantled them. His story isn't just about boxing. It's about proving that no matter how big the obstacles in your way are, you can overcome them with skill, determination, and an unbreakable will. Tyson's ability to take down giants cemented his place as one of the greatest heavyweights in history. So the next time someone tells you size matters, just remember Mike Tyson. Remember the man who stepped into the ring against giants and made them look small. Don't forget to subscribe and help us reach 1,000 subscribers.